What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more AFK Journey, and today we're talking about the new season upcoming, Song of Strife. There's going to be a couple things we talk about in this video that are very important for you guys to make sure you're doing, and then on top of that, there's some information we need to talk about based on when this is coming out, because it's not actually coming out on the same day for everybody, which is actually a good thing, and we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let's jump right into it. Now, first and foremost, there is going to be one thing that is super important for you guys to be focusing on. No matter where the world level, your quest, whatever they're telling you need to do, no matter what, you need to be pushing your AFK progression, because getting to a specific level is going to be very determinant on the resource you are generating from your AFK rewards. The higher the level you can clear, the more essence you will be receiving per day, and it looks like it's like every 5-ish levels you get another tier of that, which is pretty cool. So making sure you're pushing AFK battles is going to be one of the most important things to do, but that's not the only place you can go to get some extra resources. If you guys coming up to your map, a lot of times there are bonus town quests that you may or may not know are actually there that can give you additional hero essence, because let's be honest, everybody is waiting on heroes essence. One of the biggest bonuses by getting the Primal Lord up recently, I told you guys, everybody was going to be in the same situation, not just whales. Everybody is going to be basically enjoying their journey, so to speak. AFK Journey, it's all about the AFK journey, guys. This is not supposed to be a constantly play. This is an AFK journey. We need to take our time. But thankfully, the lone gaze here, he actually helped out a ton with the rewards, and we're going to get even other rewards based on when we kill him. But the fact that training manuals are not that difficult means it really comes down to a couple areas. So of course, one, pushing AFK progress is super important. Number two, making sure you're doing all the extra side quests, doing all the town quests, finding all the things on the map, even if they're just little amounts. They all add up. There is another place where you can actually get a decent amount of resources too, and that's going to be in the Legend Trial. Every so often in the Legend Trial, you'll see a 5 or 10 number stage. They'll either be giving things like the title essence, or I think like level 60 on this one gave us dust. Which I always call hero essence dust, but that's essentially what you need to do. So pushing this will help out with that as well, because again, grinding those resources are going to be one of the most important things in progressing in the game, period, because you need that essence essentially to level up all your heroes' resonance. So if you are a free-to-play player especially, or even a low spender, you might have noticed this little up arrow in the top corner. We're actually on our PTR account, we don't play too much, but there's a really cool feature that's going to help you guys catch up even to those spenders on your account and everything, and that is this little thing here. It says you're a bit behind of your current AFK progress, so we've initiated a catch-up mechanism for you. Your AFK rewards will receive a boost to help catch you up. That is really, really cool, that the fact that even if it feels like you're behind other people on your server is going to help you guys get the higher amount of rewards, which is just really, really cool. Beyond that, there's a couple things you can do every day. Of course, grabbing your free instant ones are going to be important to continue to get hero essence. And potentially you might want to consider maybe 1 or 2 hits on here. So most people have 3 chances a day. It costs 50 diamonds, then it costs 100 diamonds, and then it costs 200 diamonds. I don't know if I'd go for like the 1 in 200. The 51 doesn't seem too bad, because if that lets you level up the rest of your team faster, gets your hero resonance higher, that's going to do multiple things. It's going to unlock more story mode, and it's just going to get you more hero resonance in general. Now, one of the best ways to push those stages we pretty much talked about in a video earlier last week, and we talked about the meta team. Having Cecia on your squad, having Rowan on your squad, 2 really important keys, but let's be honest, I think one of the most important keys to any account's AFK progress is going to be Coco. Coco is one of the easiest heroes to get your hands on, and she is one of the most influential. The fact that her ultimate gives such a high amount of damage reduction, it's second to none in the game, because other support heroes can heal, some of them can shield. She's kind of one of a kind, and if you're not using Coco on your AFK stages, I can definitely tell you, you will fall behind the competition. So try to get even 1 copy of Coco, put her on the battlefield in a very safe position, and she's going to definitely help your team no matter what your team composition is. Definitely going to be great if you have Rowan that can feed her energy and get an ultimate really fast in battle. So I think this is the big thing people kind of got a little, I mean, maybe a little concerned about, because it basically is talking about the season's going to begin on May of 2024. It doesn't say a specific day because that's what we need to talk about here. The season is going to last approximately 4 months, so there is going to be a very long period of time that you guys can enjoy this in the first place. And even if for some reason you decide to drop the game for a little bit, come back to the game, you can always come and revisit all of this stuff, including most rewards, besides I think some cosmetics and stuff. We'll have to see exactly what it is, but there's going to be a temporal nexus mode where people who might have missed it for some reason can still go through it, even though it has concluded. Now, the one thing I want to talk about is the release date of this. So it sounds like for the most part, the release date is going to be probably around May 10th. Now, it matters when your server started, because the way it sounds like is this game mode unlocks 42 days exactly after your server opens. So what is that actually? 6 weeks? Is that what 42 days is? 21 is 3. Yeah. Yeah, I think that math checks out. So yeah, it basically 42 days after your server started. So if you're on the 100, 200 servers, it's not going to come out as soon. So you do still have plenty of time to keep grinding those AFK battles, farming up that hero to get to the right level, because that's going to be one of the most important parts. To access this, you will need to reach level 240. Again, that is going to take a while for a lot of us here, because we're about to start our free-to-play account too, so we're going to start grinding that out. But we do know that we have 42 days from the day that our server starts, so everybody's on an equal footing no matter when they started the game. Beyond that, it says, of course, your current artifacts, resonance level, class equipment, hero tiers, and exclusive equipment, and other progress will not be reset. You keep all the stuff you have, and that's not going to change through any future seasons as well. This is going to give us new changes in the game, new challenges to all the game modes that we're used to. There's going to be exclusive gems that will be introduced specifically for that season, and it'll also introduce new levels and talent upgrades just for that season as well. So it kind of seems like even if you miss it, you're not missing out on your permanent power upgrades, which is kind of cool. And then it says the above season features will be available in all game modes except Arena during this time. So Arena is going to be the one like kind of forever system. It just uses the permanent power system, and that's about it. And yeah, here's the thing. It says the launch time of Song of Strife season varies depending on the opening time, and it does sound like 42 days is that starting point. The Song of Strife season will conclude globally at one designated time, after which a new season will begin. And then, of course, you can replay anything you might have missed with the temporal nexus, which is an awesome feature. And basically, to wrap this up, this is going to be where you need to continue pushing. One thing you will notice too, and you might not be there just yet, eventually, I think it's somewhere around level 700, or it might have been part of one of the updates, I don't know. But when I get to around 700, it actually introduced this feature where if you get stuck on like the 910 battle, you can actually attempt the 912 and 911, and you can keep going until all three of these slots are basically blocked up, and then that's where your threshold is. Because sometimes there's just this one random wave that's like so difficult you get stuck on, and this is a really cool feature because you can just bypass it and come back to it later when your team is more powerful. So let me know what you guys think. We got some time still, even for everybody here, because again, it really depends on when your server started, but sometime in May, this is most likely going live for you. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Make sure you guys take 1 second, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time.